Hi guys, it's Maria here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Maria Khoreva and I'm the first soloist with the Mariinsky Ballet in Russia. So today on my channel it's a pretty exciting video for me. Let me know in the comments if you like these types of videos. It's going to be the backstage footage from the third episode of Grand Ballet TV ballet competition. So the theme of the third episode was solos, and all of the participants performed the solos in front of the jury and 1-2 minute dances, and it was pretty nerve-wracking, I have to say. So I performed Paquita third act variation, and it's one of my all-time favorite solos, but it was a little bit difficult. I will let you know in a while when we start watching the backstage footage why it was a little bit difficult for me. So without the further ado, let's get into this, and if you want to see the backstage footage, keep on watching. And also guys, if you missed the previous videos on my channel about Grand Ballet, I will leave all of the links in the description box below. So I've uploaded my actual performance videos and the videos of backstage of the first 2 episodes, so if you want to see them, check the description box below. So Paquita third act, it was actually it's one of my favorites because Paquita was the first full-length ballet I danced at the Mariinsky Theater, and it is the final variation of the main character Paquita that she dances in the third act of her wedding with Andres. So Paquita is a very demanding ballet for a ballerina. Here towards the right of the screen you can see the rehearsal footage, so I had to rehearse twice because the lighting team was checking the lighting and the set. So I had to rehearse twice, first full on and then just checking the placement. So Paquita is a very demanding ballet for a ballerina, at least the Mariinsky version, because the first act she is very gypsy-like and she is very energetic, and she almost does not leave the stage the whole first act. And then the second act, Paquita dances pas de trois. So if you know pas de trois from Paquita, it's a very physical piece. It is a lot of jumping, it is big jumping variation, and it is really demanding and takes a lot of stamina. And then there are a lot of mime scenes in the second act and dances with Andres. So here I'm rehearsing with my amazing coach Elvira Gennadievna Tarasova. So in the second act it is also very hard for the stamina in Paquita, and then the third act is a grand pas and wedding and all of this, the classical variation, the classical adagio. Here Elvira Gennadievna is checking on my arms. She wants to make them softer and make them more like character, more juicy, and you can see I don't really get it, but I mean, I hope I'll get it in the future. So in the third act, by the third act in the actual ballet, you are so tired, you don't really care in a good way, if you know what I mean. You don't really care about performing this variation perfectly. So you are really in the character and you're really happy that the ballet is coming towards its end, and you're really just happy at your wedding. So it's quite easy to perform this variation because it seems very easy and not complicated at all after you've danced all of these difficult pieces in the first 2 acts. So it's almost towards the end. The only thing that is left after this variation is forte, and you are really just dancing for joy at this moment. But at the competition, it's the whole different story. So here I am preparing. That day I was performing the first, and it was quite challenging because the first I'm not performing after any of the participants. I'm just performing after they've been recording a lot of technical stuff before me, and I was ready 1 hour before going on stage, and I was just warming up because it takes quite a lot of time to warm up and get ready to go on stage. And here I'm just sitting waiting before my time comes. so it takes quite a lot of time to warm up, and you warm up and then they tell me that 10 minutes more, 10 minutes more, 10 minutes more, and so many times I had to warm up so many times that I was pretty tired, and like emotionally and physically, before going on stage. And you know, after the first 2 acts, you are really warm as well and tired, but in a different way. You are ready to perform this variation. You felt the stage and you are ready to dance. And when you just warm up backstage, it was quite strange feeling for me anyway. So here's beautiful Moscow, our way from the hotel to the Mosfilm studios. Moscow was amazing in summer. You can see so many colors, and the way took us about 40 minutes, about half hour from the hotel to the studio, to the filming studio, and every step of the way was so beautiful and so sunny and bright. Russia is very, very, very beautiful in summer. It is beautiful in winter as well, but in winter you cannot really walk around it because it's so cold. And in summer it's beautiful. So here's me giving my interview after I've performed already on stage. I'm telling the camera that it was difficult for me to perform just this variation without any adagio, without the dances that were before it in the actual ballet. So I actually loved my makeup and my hairdo for this episode. The great makeup lady Yulia Valeyeva really made it look really Spanish and made like Paquita character stand out, and I loved the golden eyeshadow on my eyelids. And here, the backstage, I spent literal hours backstage that day because I was rehearsing last and performing first, and I spent a lot of time warming up backstage. And here I'm warming up before the rehearsal, the technical rehearsal on stage, and you can see the music of the Swan Lake variation in the background. The contestant that was before me was performing Princess Secret's variation from Swan Lake. And here's my coach. She's giving me corrections. So I actually, performing without a partner is really like, you can share the responsibility with the partner when you're performing together, but when you're alone on stage, you're alone. And on one hand, it's like, it's good that only you are responsible for yourself, but on the other hand, it's bad because it's really nerve-wracking. So here I am already warming up before the actual performance. You can see a little rose on my head. And in the background, Svetlana Zakharova and Ildara Brazakov, the hosts of this TV show, are recording their like phrases that were between the performances or before the performances. They are announcing the jury members. They are saying all of this stuff because they were first recording their phrases and then we were just performing one after another. So it's all the mixed order. And here I was really very, very ready to perform, and the makeup lady asked me if they powdered down my face. And I said that they did not, but I don't need it because I'm going to go on stage in like a couple of seconds. And the hosts are already saying that let's watch the variation of Maria Khoreva, let's watch her solo, but turned out that it was not time yet to watch my solo because they then went ahead for the photo shoot with the grand prize of this competition. Then they announced the jury members, and no one was actually telling me that it was still like half hour before my entrance. So you can see I'm really, really very ready. But they are like doing some stuff. They finished recording the phrases and now they are going to go for the photo shoot. So I'm putting rosin on my shoes. Very important not to sleep on the stage. The rosin is really, really very important for me, and I always carry it around the world with me in a little tube, some rosin, because some stages, some venues do not provide rosin, so I always have to carry it around with me because I don't want to sleep on stage. So some time went by.
Минута ожидания выхода.
So you can see, you can hear the voice behind the camera saying that it was the 20th minute of me just waiting, all dressed up and all ready to perform backstage. And they are saying, I was asking the people backstage and they were saying that, oh, we're gonna start in 3 minutes, we're going to start in 5 minutes. But I mean, it's no one's fault really, it's just how the TV projects are filmed and the contestants, the participants have to just adjust to it. So, and it's the 30th minute of me waiting backstage and warming up. And you know, my body was very ready for the variation, but I think it was the nerves that really passed on me. So again, rosening the shoes, again, doing all of the preparation work. And now Ildar Abdrazakov, the host of the show, is going backstage and he's asking me if I'm nervous. I'm saying that I'm not nervous because this variation is really not a solo that you have to be nervous about. You just have to like let it go and let the emotions go and really be the character, the Spanish character. And that's why I love this variation so much. And I also love the diagonal of ballets at the end, the third part of this variation. This with the releves on point and with the balances. You can really like show that you can do like, you're in full control of your body in this third part. And now they are about to announce my performance. So Svetlana and Ildar went backstage. And here they're announcing. And just, you know, it's a very technical announcement. No one is saying like, let's watch Maria Khoreva in Paquita variation. Just the person is announcing my entrance and I go. It doesn't really look performance-like, to be honest. It's like another rehearsal, but you know, it is actual performance. It is very strange to see myself from the backstage. But I love the costume of Paquita. I mean, I love everything about Paquita third act. And you can see the camera guy. I'm almost going to hit him with my leg here. Everything to get the great view of the dancer on this project. So I love this beat to balance a little bit and here the arms. I'm just really trying to feel this moment every time I perform this variation on stage. And these balances are my favorite. So yeah, and here I'm going already backstage after performing the variation. It was mixed feelings because I felt like it was very wrong that I didn't dance to my fullest. But my teacher, my coach is kind of happy with me because I was lucky to get the highest mark for this round. I was lucky to get 40 out of 40. Which thanks to the jury. So, but yeah, it's a very short variation, only 1.5 minutes, and you just have to pull yourself and really give it your best. So it was great experience, as I was saying in the interview. It was great experience for me to pull myself up like for this very short period of time and just go and dance this variation. No pas de deux, no adagio, no partner, just the variation. So I think after this episode, I got more experienced. I became more experienced and more mindful about warming up, more mindful about like calming down before going on stage, less nervous about being late because I was really 1 hour early. I was thinking I was late because we were doing the makeup and the hair and I was like, oh, I'm late, I'm going to be late. And then I was 1 hour early, which was very unfortunate for me and I think much worse than if I was late. So yeah, I'm saying that it's a great experience. I also told the camera about the 3-act ballet and how it's easier to perform the short variation at the end of the ballet than just on the fresh body, however controversial it may sound. So yeah, but anyway, I love the rose and the lipstick that is coordinated with it, and I mean, it's a gorgeous role. And that's how they actually recorded the interview at the end of every performance of the participants. The lady was asking the questions and the participants were answering them. And here's the grand prize, the sculpture of the point shoe. It's beautiful, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much all of the backstage footage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video, and let me know what classical ballet variation is your favorite, and if you like this Paquita variation, and maybe you like any other Paquita variations, because every time in different Paquita versions, the solo ballerina, the main character, dances different variations. So for example, some ballerinas dance variation from Sylphide, some ballerinas from ballet Trilby, and in Mariinsky version we dance this variation. But let me know what you think about it, and let me know if you liked this video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And definitely always let me know your opinion in the comments, and stay tuned for the other Grand Ballet videos. 4th, 5th and 6th episodes are coming, and it's going to get more and more interesting, I feel like, so stay tuned for that. And I love you guys very, very, very much, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.